Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm back again with a banger video. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about some sports science facts about should you be eating carbs at night? Should you be eating carbs at night? So, we're going to be talking about that many people have this misconception that should we eat carbohydrates at night? How much carbohydrate is right at night? Should we consume carbohydrates at night? Should we not consume? Is it right? Is it wrong? So we are going to be going deep into the detail, understanding the basic essence of sports science, nutrition, that is carbohydrate safe to eat? How much carbohydrate is safe to eat? And is it worth it to eat carbohydrates at night? So let's get started. All right. So our body typically has three types of glycogen stored in our body. One is liver glycogen, other one is muscle glycogen, the other one is adipose tissue. Now muscle glycogen is when we work out, we are full of energy, right? So the glucose levels are a high in number. So that enables us to work out in a very good manner, right? So we work out with the full potential, work out with full energy, work out with intensity, work out with full volume. The muscle glycogen is the only muscle glycogen helps us to maximize our extent of our workouts, maximize our efficiency, our effectiveness of the workouts. So without the help of muscle glycogen, we will not able to work out to a full extent. So basically, if the muscle glycogen, let's say if you haven't have carbohydrates before you put pre-workouts, then it might ultimately hinder your performance, it might hamper your maximum effectiveness, and you might feel drowsy, you might feel fatigue after a couple of minutes, after, let's say, after a couple of minutes. So thereby you will feel exhausted after doing a couple of exercises, after doing a couple of sets. So thereby it is very effective that before pre-workout you have a sufficient amount of carbohydrates in your diet. But in today's video we're going to be talking about should you be eating carbohydrates at night or should you be not. So that because of consuming carbohydrates, the muscle glycogen helps us achieve the workout to our full effectiveness. Second one is liver glycogen. Right now I'm using hand gestures, I'm speaking. So what am I doing? I'm currently using energy, right? So liver glycogen is the glycogen which consumes energy, which utilizes energy, right? So whatever I'm doing right now, I'm making videos, I'm looking at the camera right now, I am speaking, I'm using hand gestures. So all these is all these is stimulated by the liver glycogen. So it is a form of energy source, it is a form of energy tank. So we have muscle glycogen, right, which is a good which gets depleted while we work out and which gets refueled once you consume a meal. The second one is liver glycogen, which gets stored in the form of energy, and when a person does any type of, let's say, activity, that thing gets depleted significantly, right? The third factor is adipose tissue. Adipose tissue is any none other than fat. So we have fat all across our body, right? All the human beings gets the fat gets stored in our thighs, in shoulders, in our chest, in our stomach. We have love handles. So many other factors, so many other body parts the fat gets stored. And the higher amount of body fat percentage, the higher amount of your skin gets broader and broader, multi layers of fat gets accumulated steadily over a course of time, and which which can could be detrimental on the latest course of your time. So thereby, to minimize this, it is very essential that people always recommend you to first cut out the carbohydrate source. So once you cut off the supply of the carbohydrate source, you might see tremendous transformations in your physique, your overall masculinity, your jaw, your overall shoulders become more defined, your abdomen becomes more flattened. Then you drop a few pounds on the scale when you try to weigh yourself in the morning hours, and many other positive uh, aspects are being noticeable, right? So, liver glycogen, muscle glycogen, adipose tissue, right? Three factors. Now we're going to be talking about should you be consuming carbohydrates at night? Now, there are several YouTubers making a lot of videos, a lot of content is being published on YouTube, and an innumerable amount of videos are available. But what I am going to be what I feel and my perspective is you shouldn't be opting for carbohydrates at night. Why? As I just mentioned, because it just spikes your insulin at a tremendous level that the body doesn't know, oh, there is so much of insulin spiked inside my body. What should I do? Should I go towards the muscle glycogen? Should I go to the liver glycogen? No, there's no space available. So where should I go? Directly inside your adipose tissue. So therefore, consuming carbohydrates at night directly enters into your adipose tissue. It neither goes into your muscle glycogen nor goes in your liver glycogen. And liver glycogen, muscle glycogen is where the muscle is stimulated, the muscle growth is stimulated. Muscle glycogen is the only one which stimulates muscle growth. And adipose tissue is which hampers or hinders your muscle growth. It only it only helps in the accumulation of fat, keeping you warm. Fat has none other than no benefits apart from just keeping you warm, apart from just keeping your body temperatures cooler, especially in the warmer seasons, right? So thereby from consuming when we consume carbohydrates, the body it goes directly into the pancreas. So the pancreas is responsible for the insulin spike. Pancreas secrete insulin, and then there's a tremendous spike in the insulin that the insulin doesn't know where to go. The energy, the glucose doesn't know where it's supposed to be gone. So it neither goes into your liver glycogen nor it goes to your muscle glycogen. It only goes into your adipose tissue. Thereby, it is always recommended by experts to drop or not have carbohydrates, especially at night, primarily at night. Irrespective of the time, also, when you have carbohydrates, even during the dawn hours or probably in the morning hours, then also there is a chance that your insulin levels might get sparked up, and as a result, you might see that your face is kind of holding a lot of water. You're feeling heavy throughout the day. I'm I'm workout. I have been working hard for the past couple of months, but I'm still not able to see relative results. Is that because your carbohydrate intake, the way you're consuming carbohydrates, all the time the glucose level gets spiked up. It always goes into adipose tissue. The body does not know what to do with this exact exasperating energy, so it directly gets stored your uh, into your adipose tissue. So right now we're going to be talking. So there are basically two sources of carbohydrates. One is the simple carbs. So simple carbs are basically there is no chance this type of carbohydrates directly goes to your adipose tissue, and there is a rapid upscale in of the insulin spike. So simple carbs, our best examples could be cakes, donuts, macaronis. Then we have fast foods, burgers, cold drinks. Then we have brownies and pastries as well. So there are a lot of examples available, as you might have known. The other one, on the other hand, are some brown or called as complex carbs, or maybe the medical term is known as complex carbs. Many people call it as brown carbs. So, brown carbs are the energy gets broken down into several elements and then it is released into the system. But that doesn't mean energy is not released. This energy is released steadily and drastically over the course of time, and thereby we call it as complex carbs. What are the sources of complex carbs? Oats, quinoa, we got chapatis, we've got brown rice. So these are the various sources of brown carbs, or we say complex carbs. So there are wide two types of carbohydrates. I always advise my clients, I always advise my people to you, I mean you guys, to always opt for complex carbs rather than going for simple carbs, because complex carbs, the energy source gets broken down into several elements. It's get and thereby it is more assimilated and absorbed by the body in a more efficient manner, and the absorption process is also more streamlined rather than a uh, drastic explosion of energy into your system, right? Which is being produced by the simple carbs. So thereby, my advice is just refrain yourself from eating carbohydrates at night. If you want, if you're not able to quit carbohydrates at night, then you could just limit your carbohydrates to just 10% or maybe 20%. If you have more than that, then 100% you're gonna get fat. 100% your body fat percentage is going to be increased. So apart from carbohydrates, if you would like to have any other food, let's say chicken breast, now they do contain a source of carbohydrates, but the protein content is relatively higher than the carbohydrate intake as well. Like chicken breast, like turkey grills, or you'll say hot chicken corn soup, like several other examples of that. Maybe salad also. Salad is an excellent source of uh, appetite. It just fills your stomach and you don't feel any more hungry. So that's it, guys, and just take care. Till then, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Make sure to spread out this message to each and every one of you. Till then, peace out.